News 9 has been tracking the problems the residents have been facing at the Seegehalli processing unit over the past few months. After News 9 visited the spot and highlighted the grievances of the residents in the village due to the contaminated groundwater, the BBMP officials visited the spot and have assured to revamp this processing unit in 6 months' time. Here's what transpired throughout the day.
Everyone's aware of what exactly happened in Mandur as well as the Mavaldi landfills as well as the processing units. Now, what you have to understand is that most of the plastic or the mixed waste which is present, what exactly happens after it is processed, after it becomes a compost? Well, that is exactly what we will show you. This is in Kannadi, where you can clearly see that there is a mountain of garbage which is present here. Now this is what we call as a landfill, and this is a classic example of how a processing unit can be converted into a landfill, because there is not enough place for them to put this, or there is not enough place for them to dump the residue which is present. And exactly what happens is it starts burning. Like, it is a burning issue here, because over time, once there is a pile up of all of this garbage, even though they say that it is just plastic which is present here, that as well will be causing a lot of problem for the people here, and that is why it starts burning, it starts smoking up, and that becomes a problem for all of them. And not just that, when it starts raining, what you will have to realize is that there will be some residue, there will be some leachate which will be present, and that will start seeping in.
The city that has been trying to fight the garbage menace for years now, but there seems to be no respite. And News 9 has been highlighting the issues that people are facing. It's a News 9 impact. Mayor, BBMP Commissioner visit Seegehalli SWM units. After News 9 telecasts the report on people's miseries owing to the processing units in the Seegehalli region, Mayor and BBMP Commissioner along with other officials visited the spot to inspect the situation at the solid waste management unit. BBMP ropes in experts from Indore for garbage solution. The Palake is keen on giving a solution to the garbage issue in the city. In this regard, BBMP has now roped in experts from Indore to revamp the processing units, as Indore is known as the clean city of India.
Our processing plants, which have been set up quite some time back, they need to be spruced up, they need to be built up to the capacity, and that is something which we are roping in experts who can tell us and guide us how we can take up this processing plant and make them more operational up to their full capacity.
We really felt yes, we are lacking some issues here in Bangalore, and I had a discussion with our commissioner. The moment we decided to have our own consultants for our corporation, which we were lacking earlier, so we have the consultants with us today.
While the BBMP has said that in the next 6 months they will be revamping the processing units in the region,
for sure, you will see the progress reports within 8 months, because we are very keen. The day I took a charge as the mayor of Bangalore, I promised the citizens that I'll seriously work for this garbage issue.
On behalf of BBMP, I would like to assure all our citizens, by the next 6 months, we will be able to make a drastic change in the solid waste management practices which we are having in the city.
people have expressed their anger against the officials and have said that they want relocation of the unit and not a temporary solution.
ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ ರೀತಿ ಇಂದೋ ರೀತಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕವಾಗಿದೆ.
ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಕೆಲಸ ಇನ್ನವರೆಗೂ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಡಿದ್ದಂಗೆ.
ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲೇ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅವ್ರು ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲೇ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದಿನ ಅವ್ರು ಗಿಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ನಮ್ಮ ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟಿನ ಮಂತ್ರ ಒಂದೇ, ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗನ ಮಾಡಿ ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ತಲೆ ಮೇಲಾದರೂ ಒತ್ತಿ ಆ ಕಸ ವಿಲೇವಾರಿ ಘಟಕನ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒತ್ತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ.
News 9 collects water from houses near Seegehalli SWM units. Borewell water collected was greenish blue. Once we inspected the processing units, we headed towards houses that are in close proximity to the SWM units. On reaching the spot, we inquired about the conditions in which the villagers were living in. To that, the residents said that we had to take a look for ourselves to understand their plight.
Now, it has been 8 years that this particular processing unit was set up, but the first 2 years there was not much of a difference which was seen. But now, for that matter, we will be showing you as to what the color of the water is. Well, this is a clean bucket which is there, and this is a white clean bucket which we are keeping here. And if you can see, the water which is coming out of the tap might look all milky white and all nice, but once it starts collecting in this particular tub which you are seeing here, it starts turning yellow, and then slowly it will turn greenish blue. And that is the kind of story which you're speaking of, because imagine if people are drinking this water, and this is just 500 meters, imagine the condition that the people in the surrounding areas will be facing.
Yes, the water we saw there was greenish blue. This is the quality of water that the residents will have to consume and have been consuming for years together.
ಈ ಲೇಔಟಲ್ಲಿ 300 ಮನೆಗಳಿದೆ. ಈ 300 ಮನೆಗಳವರು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕುಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಳಸೋಕ್ಕೆ, ಸ್ನಾನಕ್ಕೆ, ಮಡಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೇ ನೀರು. ಈಗ ಈ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಿಂದ ಕೆಮ್ಮು, ದಮ್ಮು, ಏನೇನೋ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಗಳು ಬಂದು ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಈಗ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ನೀರು ಮುಟ್ಟಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಗಾಳಿ ವಾತಾವರಣದಿಂದ ಈ ಮೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆವೆ ಬರೋದು. ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ನಾನು ಹೀಗೆ ಉಗುರಿನಿಂದ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆವಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಸ್ಕಿನ್ಗೆ ಉಗುರನ್ನ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
But what has led to this contamination? Well, News 9 visited the Seegehalli processing unit yet again to have a closer look. News 9's hunch proved right. Workers accept the horrible truth. On reaching the Seegehalli waste processing unit, News 9 cornered the workers by asking them about the leachate being let out to the lakes. What they said will shock you.
ಎಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಿಷ ಓವರ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕಾಲು ಗಂಟೆ 20 ನಿಮಿಷ ಓವರ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ 2 ದಿನಕ್ಕೊಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Yes, you heard them right. The leachate, which is stocked up for 2 to 3 days at the solid waste management units, is transferred to the BWSSB STP plants in the city. But when the trucks fail to arrive at the units on time to collect the leachate, the workers are said to have let it out into stormwater drains. Hence, News 9's hunch of leachate contaminating the lakes and groundwater has been proved right.
ಏನೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಇರಲಿ.
Well, there you saw it. These are the cries of the people here. Well, they have been suffering for years together, but even now, no respite for any of them. They're not ready to budge. They're not ready to take up what the BBMP has to say with respect to revamping all of these processing units, but they want relocation, and that too at the earliest. If that is not done in the coming days, it will be a bigger protest. It will be a massive protest, and they will be going ahead. They will be reaching out to the Chief Minister, and they will be putting out their cries as well to the Chief Minister itself. With camera person Ravi, this is Surat for News 9, Bengaluru.